Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Paula Mellom, the Associate Director for the Center for Latino Achievement and Success in Education at the University of Georgia's College of Education. We have, for the last few years, been developing professional learning around a particular kind of pedagogy called the instructional conversation, which has amassed over 40 years of research behind it, showing that it increases the academic and social achievement of diverse learners. In our most recent randomized controlled trial, conducted through the Center for Latino Achievement and Success in Education, or Class A, we have found that this particular pedagogy is good for all learners and increases their academic achievement, but it is particularly useful for English language learners. As you can see from the chart behind me, the red bars, that is the academic achievement of English language learners and non-English language learners in our treatment classrooms. That is to say, the classrooms where we had teachers who were using this pedagogy. The blue bars or gray bars are the business as usual classrooms, good classrooms with good teaching, but it didn't have the instructional conversation. As you might notice by looking at the little stars, the classrooms that had instructional conversation had statistically significant increases for English language learners. They also had increases for non-English language learners, but it was only statistically significant in reading. But it was still better than business as usual classrooms. But what's also important, and something that we have also started to take real notice of and are starting to do some research about, is that the instructional conversation pedagogy has other impacts that go beyond academic achievement. It increases their writing skills. It seems counterintuitive, but actually having conversations about content and about what they're learning improves students' ability to then write about it, and then they are more successful in their writing, both in standard assessments and formative assessments, but also in their more high-stakes writing assessments. Our teachers also tell us that the instructional conversation pedagogy really causes improvement in individual and classroom behavior. So students become more self-aware, they become more self-controlled, and it also just improves the general climate of the classroom, so that it's not just when the kids are doing the instructional conversation, but also when they're out on the playground, when they're in the cafeteria. The cafeteria workers are saying, "Oh my goodness, what are you doing with these children? They're so well behaved." They're saying, "I respectfully disagree with you," when they're solving conflicts amongst themselves and other children. And this is a huge deal. We also find that when there are a number of classrooms that are using this instructional conversation throughout the school, there comes this tipping point where all of a sudden the entire culture of the school gets impacted. We have had a number of principals who have told us that they attribute a change in the culture of the school to this teaching and pedagogy. But what's also really important for our teachers to know and for the administrators to know is that being able to use this instructional conversation pedagogy improves a teacher's ability to get to know their students. They can formatively assess, they can see how their students think, and then they can go back and think about how they are planning and what they need to teach, because they now know what their kids know and what they don't know.